Hello everyone! So for my first video, I wanted to answer the very simple question, what is a registered dietitian? So for those of you who are at this channel right now, you are interested in nutrition, you've heard of the word nutritionist, or maybe some of you are actually wanting to become registered dietitians. Well, the first point I'd like to quickly make is that a nutritionist and a registered dietitian are two very separate things. So to be a registered dietitian, you have to undergo a lot of schooling, you have to jump through many hoops to successfully get those letters after your name, just as a PhD or master's candidate would. So now a registered dietitian can officially have the letters RDN, standing for Registered Dietitian Nutritionist, after their name if they so choose. So I went to the website eatrightpro.org, which is the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics main website, which is a great resource for those of you interested in becoming future RDs. And they have an article called What is a Registered Dietitian Nutritionist? And I'm not going to go into detail, but I'll just summarize kind of what is involved if you're interested. So first of all, you have to complete a minimum of a bachelor's degree. So I just graduated, from Iowa State University, go Cyclones. I really had a great experience there. They have an awesome program for dietetics, and it's a didactic accredited program, which means I completed the necessary courses to sort of qualify for the next step, which is the internship. Now this is a huge part and honestly makes some dietetic students kind of cringe a little bit. Just as a med student would undergo rotations after med school, so does a dietetic student complete the internship, which is a series of rotations in different areas, because really a dietitian can work in many different avenues or arenas. They can do medical nutrition therapy at a hospital. They can work on a community level in policy making, or working at a grocery store giving counseling, nutrition counseling sessions there. You can be sort of a media spokesperson or a journalist and write articles, appear on news segments, etc. You can also work as a manager in food service, either at a corporate kind of setting or in a hospital or something of that nature. So the internship really opens your eyes to where you want to work, and you complete rotations in all of those aforementioned areas. After you've completed the internship, many of which can last up to 10 months to an entire year, you have to pass your national examination. And this is administered by the Commission on Dietetic Registration, CDR, and it's a really long test. I've heard it's like 2 hours, usually multiple choice on a computer, that you have to take, much like an AP exam or an SAT or ACT or something like that, but much more specific to the field. And then after that, if you pass, you become certified, you get those letters after your name, but then it's sort of not over yet. You have to continually maintain that registration by getting CEUs, going to FNCE, the Food and Nutrition Conference and Expo. You listen to webinars. You just have to continually update and pay your dues and just fulfill those letters and fulfill that registration for years to come. So hopefully that painted a picture of what it's like to become a registered dietitian, what it means to be a registered dietitian. And at the end of this video, I'm going to add a bit of an addendum. I filmed it on a different day, so I'll be wearing different clothes. But I'll go more into the coursework that I completed at Iowa State, the specific classes. I wanted to show you this shirt. This is the Iowa Academy of Dietetics has a shirt called Registered Dietitians, the Real Nutrition Experts. So I like to wear this around because to be a registered dietitian means that you're licensed and credentialed to give nutritional advice. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but that is essentially the key. We have completed very strenuous coursework in the sciences. As I look at my computer here, just taking a look at kind of the first year coursework, I will just give a general kind of spattering of courses that I took. Had to take basic chemistry, both organic and inorganic, with labs associated with that. of course, your English and math. Biology, I had to take psychology. Really liked that course. OChem. OChem is usually the one that everyone fears. I personally was the geek who loved organic chemistry. Really liked that class. I hear that if you like organic, you hate inorganic, and the other way around. That was the case for me, at least. What else? I had to take statistics, microbiology. I also really loved micro. Biochemistry, another doozy course that everyone really doesn't like to take. So those are sort of the first and second year courses. A lot of the gen eds are done in the first and second year. And then once you reach your third year or your junior year, you start to get to take some more fun courses, I guess, that are more directly focused on dietetics. So for example, the scientific study of food, that was like a cooking lab for me, where I got to learn how to, do really basic culinary kind of techniques like of the French school. So that was a great experience. I had to take a kind of a nutrition assessment class, which involved taking anthropometric measurements of people, doing body fat tests, skin fold tests, weighing people, kind of writing PES statements, which is something you'll learn about in your later years within dietetics. That was a tough class and a really appropriate and applicable class to the major. Had to take a nutrition and growth and development class, so we learned a lot of pediatric stuff in that, a lot about growth charts, necessary nutrients needed for pregnancy and stages of growth within a baby. I had to take a medical terminology class, which was an amazing class. It was actually online, but learned a lot. And then we also take management classes, because dietitians can be managers within a food service setting, or they can be managers of clinical dietitians on that side of things. So kind of the way it works is there are 3 pillars once you get into your junior, senior year. There's community dietetics, where we take a bunch of community coursework. There's medical nutrition therapy, or MNT, which is kind of in the center of those 3 pillars. It's the meat of what you learn, and it's you got to know your stuff for that class. In medical nutrition therapy, you learn everything from detailed human metabolism to just detailed information about nutrients. You learn about some pharmaceuticals, drug-nutrient interactions, and then how all of that plays into chronic diseases. So I had to learn about all the different disease states and the implications for the body and how nutrition plays a role in that. And then again, that third kind of pillar is the management piece that fits in. And for some people, they loved management. For others, they really were set on community. I kind of rested in the middle, and I really loved the clinical side of things. So, that's only like a small portion of the coursework that I had to take. So it may seem like a lot. Hopefully I'm not intimidating any of you. Granted, this is on a 4-year scale. I was a transfer student, so I was a bit of a non-traditional student, so I packed it in a short amount of time. And then I was also doing a double major on top of that. A double degree on top of that. Which, I mean, honestly, I'm pretty proud of that I managed to balance all of that. So I definitely know what it's like to have good time management skills, which is key for just college in general, but key for this major if you're interested in pursuing dietetics. So hopefully this helps kind of give you an idea of coursework too. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe below, and stay tuned for more videos related to dietetics and also my fitness training. Thanks.